Morning YouTubers, welcome back to Allotment Diggers. Well, it's a lovely bright sunny morning. You can imagine how cold it was last night with the frost. No clear skies. It froze the the chickens' water feeders up, even though we got glycerin in there. It must have been about -7, -8 last night for that to happen, for it to freeze. But we just changed the water on them. We just took some eggs out as well. And in fact now we've got 24 eggs to take home. Not bad for 5 days laying. Getting average, well, we're getting 4 eggs a day. 2 of them are in molt, so we won't get nothing from them. You probably can see smoke coming up here. Got a nice cup of coffee on the go. But while I'm going to drink this now, what I want to do is take you on a tour of the plot and show you what it looks like at the moment, and point out 1 or 2 things what we need to do. So while I'm drinking this coffee, let's go and take a tour. Bloody hell. Be right back, guys. Sun's out, but it's very windy today. Got a easterly wind, and let's go on a bit of a tour of the plot and show you what's happening. This planter needs some soil still putting in it, and liquor paint. We're going to do the sheds as well. Funny enough, I've just been putting some water in the chickens' pen. I've got several of these, and one of them just fills the water feeder up, and yeah, I've got 3 of them, so we've got a few more in the shed there, what we fill up, bring down, and very handy thing to have, especially when the water gets turned off. Just been getting some eggs. These are crazy, these eggs, they really are. They're absolute monsters. So as you can see, the size of that one, it could do with a bit of a wipe. But yeah, we've got 24 eggs there. Not bad for 5 days. We're getting an average. We're getting 4 eggs a day, to be quite honest with you. 2 of them are not laying. So yeah, that's 5 days worth of eggs there. So they're going home. Give my neighbours a few of them. But anyway, let's have a walk round the plot. Strawberries are doing well here. There's a few runners that we need to take out of here. I'm just letting them root in a bit more. It's easier to pot them on then. All this lot, we're going to get rid of this lot. They're all going. Nothing in the cold frame. We've got a few plants in the greenhouse there. There's a few curly kale that needs to go out. That's looking at the shed from this angle. I say we've got an easterly wind blowing there, blowing the old flag. Look at that sky there, it's absolutely crystal clear. That means tonight's going to be another real hard frost. That shed now's, as you can see, it's looking really good. All the joints are all sealed, and pretty much airtight like that one there. But again, this one's recently had a lick of paint, but we might paint all of them, give them a coat of wood preserver. I've not seen any bulbs coming up yet in this planter, or in these hanging baskets there. Got 2 of them from my mate from Sierra Leone. He actually watched the guy carving them. Yeah, the moon and the sun. And that's supposed to be a star. When it fell off the door, it broke the bloody top off that. I've got the pieces somewhere. Glue them back on. Paths. Well, paths, you've got to keep these paths clear, really. For drainage, I'll explain more later on in the video. As you can see, all the currant bushes, all the leaves are off them now, and the gooseberry bushes. The rosemary, well, obviously they're okay. We might take a few cuttings off them and get some more for next year. I like to make little ledges along the edges of these beds here. We've actually got a trap out there trying to catch some more squirrels. I've not put the bulbs into these planters yet. I've done them in the ones over there, but in this one here I've left them out for the time being until we catch a couple more squirrels on the allotment, then I'm going to be putting all my bulbs in. We've got until the end of December to do that. There's a few apples on the tree there. Trees all lost the leaves now all the way along here. Coming along to the back part of the plot, the cabbages are doing alright. We need to get in there and take the dead leaves off all these. They're starting to art up now. I don't know if you can see that, you probably see my shadow. But yeah, we've got arts on the winter cabbage. The purple cabbage is starting to art up a bit. And the Savoy cabbage is starting to get arts on them as well. All the onions have started to come up now. That's the red skins, yellow skins and brown skins. White skins, they're all up. Same in this bed here, they're all up as well. In here we've got some turnips, Swedes and beetroot. You can see the water tank there leaning. What we're going to do later is drain the water off it, and then we're going to get it off there. We're going to put new pallets underneath it and strengthen it all up, because one of the pallets is obviously broken on that side for it to lean, so that's the job we've got to do. I've got an hose pipe there to drain it. We'll drain it into the path here. All will become clear the reason why I'm going to drain it into the path here in a bit. As you can see, the paths are all clear. Still got a load of potatoes in there. We've just been in there, just topped the food up in the water. We got some parsnips in there, but we need to sort out. They're not very good. They've all died back now, but I don't know what they're going to be like. We've got some muley as well here. What we've got there, I've got no idea. I've not really looked at it. There's that garlic what we put in the last episode. It's doing absolutely fantastic. Come on you lot, what are you doing? Come and say hello. Having a good stretch there, she is. Aren't you, Lisa? Like I said, I've got 2 of them actually molting, unfortunately, but I'm still getting 4 eggs a day, so I'm not complaining. Everyone else on here is getting no eggs at all, so there you go. This is all ready for the beans when they get to a fair size. Quickly take you down the back to show you this where the rhubarb is. I've actually can see rhubarb starting to break through here, which isn't a good thing. There's another one over there coming up. That's where the leaves are. We need to move that off the path so I can walk down it without having to sort of scoot round it. These Irish fences, we need a couple more of them. I've got a plan for them. This shed needs a lick of paint. Let's walk up this way. So yeah, the back part of the plot is good to go. We could do with some wood chip on the front part. We need to cut all these back. This is lemon balm. We're going to chop them all back, and they come back every year then. Have a quick nosy in the greenhouse. But before we go in there, some crocuses coming up there in an hanging basket. Right, I don't really want to see. You can't see this here, so this will be coming up later. But as you can see, we've got a load of. These are Solent white. These lot are porcelain white. You can't see this because we're going to show you the clip of that, me doing that. And inside here, we've got some of the beans coming up. These are all the runners off the strawberries. Starting to, they will come back hopefully at around about February, March. Got a couple of little flowers in here, guys. They've been in them pots now for 2 years. We never did plant them. They spent the first year in on top of the compost bin, but there's like a water thing, and they've been floating around in the water for 12 months. Anyway, they started to flower again, so I brought them in the greenhouse. So hey ho, I forget what they're called. Let's come out of here. Walk this way. We need to tidy all these up. We need to put some bulbs into these as well, and all the bulbs need to go into these planters here. And as you can see on this side, we've got more rosemary here. We've even got a fig there. that comes up. We had a load of figs, but the squirrels ate them all, buggers. Just as they were ripening, they had them. Bird feeder up there. The birds have been nailing that. So this is the time of year you got to make sure that bird feeder has got food in it for the birds. We've had a nice selection of birds. Been visiting that over the last few days. I just wish that kestrel had buggered off. It keeps hovering over here and it scarpers them all. But looking at the flag now, it's blowing a southerly wind blowing now, so we've got sort of swirling round from the east to the south. Still got beautiful clear skies, which will become a problem tonight. Anyhow, I'm going to put them in a bag, and let's get back up to the greenhouse and I'll tell you about other things what we've been doing. So there you go, everything's looking fine. The garlic what we put in a few days back, well about 4 or 5 days back now, are doing absolutely fantastic. Frost hasn't bothered them in the slightest. I was a bit concerned to start off with, but they're growing better outside actually. Now they're getting direct sunlight. A bit concerned about the weather. Early this year it just constantly rained. If we get the same thing again next year, I think we might be in a few problems, what with the onions and what have you. It constantly rained early this year, and it done everything on the plot no good at all. I think the only thing what benefited from it was the potatoes really, but yeah, we struggled with that rain. However, it's a lovely sunny shiny day today. You did notice at the bottom of the plot the tank's leaning. Well, what's happened there is one of the pallets is broke which it sits on. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you now. We're going to drain it. And you probably heard me saying about the paths. We've got to keep the paths clear. Well, there's a reason. So I'm going to show you the reason why we keep them clear. I'll show you me draining the tank, and I'll show you where it all goes. So well check guys, this I made a bit of a boo-boo here yesterday. I forgot to turn the bloody tap off on this tank, and all the water's drained out of it, and well, it's drained down there into the path. Now you can see the path's got chippings on it, but believe it or not, underneath these stone chippings there's a pipe what runs right the way along the allotments. And what it does, along all my paths, if you look, I'll show you the path here, spin the camera around. If you look up the path up there, all the way down this path is a drain what runs down this side and down the opposite side. This is why I always keep the paths cleared on my plot. And what happens is the water runs off my plot into the path, filters through the stones into the pipe system. The pipe then comes down here, down this way, and it comes down to the end here, and it goes that way, and it goes to a big system which is further up, which is it's about 12-16 foot drop, and all the water pours into it. And yeah, lucky for me, the water was actually pouring into the system. So we've emptied this tank now, and we're going to be repairing the platform that it's on. It's actually broke, so we've got to repair that. That's the next fix, that. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you this system where I have to try and lift the lid up, and I'll show you down. It's a tough thing to lift as well, but I'm going to show you the actual the drain, what it drains into. So let's get up there now and I'll show you. What show you this? This is the drain for the allotments where all the water goes, and I hope you're not scared of heights, because what we're going to do, we're going to look down here, and it's about 20 foot drop, this, right to the very bottom. You can probably just see the water down the bottom. It's very difficult because this camera hasn't got a light on it, unfortunately, but about 16 foot up you see like a dark mark. That's where the water was up to a couple of days ago. It's dropped down about 16 foot. That's how much water has been taken off the allotments over the last week. I've actually seen the water at the top of this culvert, right at the very top here, about 3 bricks on the top. just here, and yeah, that's the drainage, one of the drainage holes for the allotments. All that now goes straight off the allotments. It's absolutely incredible. Not many people know about this, but it's a tight fit down there as well, guys. Interesting, very interesting. Right, I'm going to put the lid back, and that's the end of it. Just slide it back on here. There we go. All done and dusted. Lifting that off there, you got to be like 10 men to lift that bloody lid. I just used this thing here to just lift it up so far. But yep, there we go. That's the drainage on the allotments. So as you can see there, we left the hose on and we forgot about it. It was only supposed to take 200 litres out of that bugger each day, but I disappeared. I got a phone call, left it on and forgot all about it. Well, come on, later on it had all gone, and there wasn't a trace of it anywhere. And the reason why there wasn't a trace of it anywhere is because as I was telling you in the clip there, the paths have underneath the gravel, they have big pipes like that with all holes in them, and they go down to T-junctions at the bottom of the plot, and then they run off right along the back of the allotments into a big storm drain. Well, you've seen the storm drain there. Now that is 24 foot deep. You're probably going, how do you know that? I've measured it, and I've seen it right to the very top with water. That's how much water can pour off this allotment, and there's about 4 or 5 of them on the allotments in different places, strategically placed. So you would think the water problem, you shouldn't be have any flooding or out like that, but you'd be quite wrong. You really would. The allotments on the back part of the allotments is clay, and as you know, clay doesn't let water through. They actually line canals, for God's sake, with it. There's a case there on the Bridgewater Canal where they made a bridge out of all big thick oak pieces of wood, and then what they did, they lined it with clay, and for about 100 years boats went across that, and there was something went wrong, awry on one of the locks. So what they decided to do was to redo it, and when they lifted the clay up, the wood was actually in perfect condition. So they actually took the wood, they repurposed the wood. So that's what clay does, it stops water from getting through. So you can imagine you've got a slab of clay right across the back of this allotment, so water doesn't have anywhere to go. However, I've got the water problem under control on my plot now, because of the paths are clear. We've raised the beds up by about 15 inches. The water just drains away. It's pretty good soil as well, so I'm a bit fortunate. So a few people next to me and around me still got flooding, but you know, you got to work your soil to break up your soil. It drains a lot quicker when it's broken up, whereas you just leave it for a year or 6 months and it compacts down. The rain will just run off the top of it. So yeah, that was the culvert there where the water drains into. 24 foot. Honestly, it's amazing how it fills up, and it can fill up in half an hour on here when the rain's really belting down. It's amazing. Anyhow, that aside, I've got a couple of potato reveals to show you. I dropped a couple of clangers, minor clangers, nothing to interfere basically with the video. We did some Swift, we did a Swift reveal, and we also did, it's called Cultra. Now I would call it bloody Ultra, so there was the first mistake by calling it the wrong name. So the second reveal wasn't Ultra, it's called Cultra. Great chip potato, boiled potato, all round potato really. So I'm going to show you a couple of clips now. Now there's a mistake in the video, and you're going to see it right at the end. See if you can figure out what it is, and I'll tell you at the end of the clip. So let's go and do these 2 reveals. Make sure the camera's rolling. And biggest mistake is never get it rolling. Okay, these Swift We put them in on St Patrick's Day, 17 for the 3rd. What I need is a bag here. Just move this bucket out of the way. We've got a couple of buckets, by the way, to show you. Let's move this one round the back here. Right. Just look like they're starting to go to what's now. Get my bag. Everything ready to rock and roll. Yep, camera's on. Right, here we go. Let's see if we can do one of these reveals without cocking it up, eh? Okay. See what we got. Nothing. Oh, hang on. Keep the camera rolling. Might get about £3 out of this bucket, I think, if I'm lucky. Bloody label there. Not very good. Every now and again I pull one or two up. For some reason there's a few small ones in there. Yeah, we don't get all of the small potatoes out. What will happen is when we put these potatoes, when this potato castings into the bed where the beans are, we'll be getting bloody potatoes coming up at the same time. Well, I don't know about you, but I think that might be it. There might be a couple more in there. Well, certainly not the best one we've had this year. Let's get a bag. What we need to do, let's get the scales as well. Right, not faffing about. They could have been better, these, a lot better, but they wasn't. Like I said, we had to take most of these spuds out. 5 weeks before we wanted to, due to the blight. Right, I reckon there's a couple, about £3 there. So I'll set the scales up. Tell it to pounds. Yeah, it's a third. Let's lift the camera up. Don't know if you can see that. It's about just short of £3, 2.98. It's about 2 grams off £3. So yeah, not very good. Right, we've got one more bucket. I reckon this one's got lumps in it, so I reckon we might have a chance of a decent bag here. Might as well leave the compost in there, eh? Doing no harm. Just make sure there's nothing else. He says as he pulls another one out. So that would have took it over the £3 mark. That. There's another one and another one. So we say that bucket was £3. Right. So let's make sure we're pointing at the wheelbarrow. Here we go. Oh dear, this is heavy. Right. Well, this one's more like it. So what we got here. Take the bloody roots out. Oh wow. Well guys, this one's definitely better. Some roots there. Oh. I think that's it. Oh, hang on. Oh, I think that's them all. I can't breathe. Bloody hell. Bag somewhere. Bad sized spuds, them, are they? Now these are called old triangle. Let's put a different bag. That's a bit too skinny, that one. Scales. So we have £3 of Ultra Swift and whatever this one is here now. Oh, I can't do any more. Must be £3 there now. Close to 4. Nearly 5. £6. Oh dear. I don't think there's going to be many short of £8 here, guys. We'll have to wait and see. Right, set my scales. See if I can screw this one up, eh? Hang on, turned it bloody off. Right, kilos, pounds. Right, set the camera. I'm going to lift it up. Oh, it's gone over 10. Right, hang on. Lift the scales up. It's £10. £10. Settle your bugger. £10.14. So probably £10, 2 ounces. Not bad. These are Ultra, by the way. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. Not my best weight, but they're a good weight. And just holding these is killing me hand, so I'm going to put this bloody back down here now. Right. So there we go. Let's stick them back in there. yeah, I think we can live with that one. That's a nice haul of spuds. These are a great jacket potato as well. Not many small ones, but there's a few decent ones there. I'm quite happy with that. And all this compost here will go into my raised bed where I've got all my where I'm going to be putting my beans. So thanks for watching it. I say in total we've got about 13 pound so many ounces of spuds. Got 3 pound of Swift, which I'm a bit disappointed with, but these have definitely made up for it. I think we've got another couple of buckets of this, so we'll see what we get out of the other buckets. But yeah, it's not a bad all that. Just before I turn the camera off, let's make sure I've got the care. Yeah, I've got it pointing at it. Yep, that's definitely okay. That I can live with that. So there you go. Did you clock the mistake? I said what was it? £10.2. £10.7 it was, or just touching £10.7. So it was a good mistake actually. When I looked at it when I was doing the editing, obviously I put these videos together in segments, then I do the talk through all in one go, and I put the videos into an order, which takes a lot of time, a lot of faffing about. I used to just do the video, go from one place, do it next, but now I changed the format, and it seems to work a little bit better. But yeah, £10.7 of Cultra. That was a good weight, that it really was. However, I'd be lying if I tell you I didn't cock it up even more. I did a third reveal, and sadly, I didn't curse on the video. I didn't curse on the clip. What I did, fortunately, but I'm not showing you the clip this week. I thought I'd leave it out because I'm going to tell you a bit about what happened. I did the videos as I normally do it. Put the potatoes in the bag to display them. Then I started to put the potatoes in the bag to weigh them. But where you would have got to seen the clip is where the potatoes are in the barrel on the top of the soil. Something happened. The camera just gave up the ghost for some reason, and it took up the position where I was actually taking them off the out of the wheelbarrow into the bag to weigh them. It was an absolute monster of a weight, but I thought I wasn't going to stick it in this video, just for to try and keep the video from dropping a real clanger. I'm very good at dropping clangers with my potato reveals. I've yet to do the perfect one. One of these days I will do, I'm sure. But if you want to see that, I'll put it in the next episode. But it's only a brief clip. Absolutely gutted. Way up, someone's sending me messages from the last video I put up, no doubt, which was the garlic outside. Anyway, that's it for this one. We've got a few things what we're going to be doing in the next episode. Obviously we're going to be sorting that tank out, get it down. I'll show you me repairing that, and I think it's time we started putting the bulbs in. We'll probably put the bulbs in on the 6th of December. That's the date that I finished this big video that I've been working on for the last 12 months. All become clear a bit later on, nearer to Christmas, about that video. I'll post it up then. Obviously this video would have been put out before my birthday, or after my birthday. Yeah, it was 21 again on the 5th of December. So yeah, my bones feel a little bit more than 21 to be truthful with you. Anyhow, that's it for this one, guys. There's lots to come, so keep tuning in. And the competition's still, I would imagine the competition's still going, because we had just over a week to go yesterday, so I'll be putting this up sometime in the week for you all to see. So there's still a chance to get over there and enter the competition. There's quite a lot of people entered it. There's going to be fun putting all the names into the into this generator that I use online, I can tell you. But we'll get it done, and we'll get the winner picked or drawn, and we'll get him his or her prize sent off. So good luck, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now, folks. Do a bit of sunbathing now, but I think I'm going to drink my coffee. Oh, that was lovely.